Never test no more. All right, boys, we're on
Oh, I gotta
YouTube.
pull up like Facebook and
Yeah, get the
YouTube and
chats
stuff. What was
rolling.
that noise?
You? All right, Facebook's live. And
Screw Facebook.
now. And we're live. Welcome to the Put Work In podcast.
Hosted by yours truly,
Every
Dylan
week,
McCullum.
hosted by Dylan McCullum and Peyton Cook. 6-hour marathoners. Elite. We're talking about pure performance today. We're going to continue to discuss about our marathon.
How that challenge looking right now, man?
You're whooping tail, bro. I've decided to take a look. I made a whole short about you right in time. It's going to drop right in time for you to win this month's challenge. So
I'm at 60 miles, bro. Let's get it,
that's the most you've ever ran. I'm pretty sure that's more than I've ever.
bro.
I'm
When I hit
maxing out.
when I hit 51, that was the most I've ever ran.
I don't. How do you all past challenges? Let's see.
Bro, I
Running
just be
challenge.
what I would do is go to your activities and running, and then go by a year, and it'll tell you each month.
Okay. Well,
In
all right.
January, I did 50.9. That was the most I ever did
Yep.
before.
September of last year, 45 miles. That was the most I ever done. All right, so I'm just going to go back for a year. Last August, 20 miles, 45 in September, 36 in October, 34 in November, which is actually more than I thought. But now that I know how to count mileage, it's not. December, 30.6. So I ran twice in December. One of those was a marathon. 15 in January, 11 in February, 38 in March, 38 in April. So I was running. I really only prepared for the 10K. It looks like for like 2 months, and 38 miles was good. Then at 8.5 in May, 42 in June. So I'm almost like when I was in peak marathon training, like just off the bat, starting out, I was doing about the same. And then July that's this month, I got 53. So I hit a PR too, bro. I didn't even know it. We PR'd at the same time
Look,
together in the same run.
I hate how on some of those months you would say a number and it would be like 0.2 above where I ended up.
We
I don't
how
even
many
have. I didn't run at all during December.
how many miles total for the past year? I got 375.9.
315.3.
Yes. Okay. So I actually revamped my run program, so it's actually going to be a lot higher mileage than I was planning originally. But we'll get to that later.
I
But
think I'm gonna do something
I'm surprised.
different.
I felt like when I got that badge the other day, that 50-mile month, I was like, I don't remember ever getting that. I felt like I did 50 miles twice before, but apparently I've only ever done 45 and then a couple 30s. So, and then I did 38 for double decker prep, 10K prep, which that's pretty good. I guess I was doing more for 10K prep than I was for, which is crazy because I actually had a consistent plan going into double decker 10K prep with my longest mileage. My longest run was 8 miles, and I was going up a mile every week. So I was doing like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those were my long runs respectively, and then like 2 other runs a week. And I hit a huge PR, and ended up doing more mileage just with the 8 mile long runs than I did doing marathon prep when I was doing 20-mile runs. That's how bad inconsistent I was. Like when I say I'm pretty sure I only did the long runs and maybe like a 4 mile run every week, that's pretty much what I did, which is nowhere near enough. Now looking back, I can see why I did so bad. Like I just showed up.
I'm probably gonna revamp mine a little bit. I've decided like I'm supposed to be on like a 4 mile this week in terms of like my short long runs or my short hard runs.
Short long runs.
Yeah,
Okay, that's new.
but
Well, you kind of. I mean, it's our
What
first.
I'm doing, I've ran 3 miles every week rather than going up. Instead of doing 3 to 3.5, I've ran 3 every
It's
time.
not. It's not bad to hold something constant. Because I mean, if you go up on everything, you're gonna be jumping way too much, which
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna end up doing.
that's what I'm worried about because because I'm increasing my long run, each week, obviously, but I also had everything else increasing. I'm just like,
Yeah. So
I think like once I hit like an hour on my timed runs, like my timed easy run, I may just kind of top out there, and maybe on like a drawback week or like a drop back week where I drop back my long run, I may
mhm.
increase my easy run, but right now I have
Well,
everything going up, and
think
I'm just
about
like,
this too. I mean, technically, just going off of what I just said about my last marathon prep, this is gonna be the one that I'm actually the most prepared for. So even if we just stuck to what we're doing now with the one long run and the couple timed runs, smaller runs, and a speed session a week, like just doing that, and even like we're gonna be ready for it, like physically at least. Like our body's gonna be able to handle the load.
I'm gonna be ready mentally, bro.
But now, yeah, mentally ready. Me too. I think maybe. Well, this last run we did the other day, that 10 miler, killed me mentally because that full 200 pounds, I was feeling it, bro.
I
So
loved how like you felt every bit of it, and man, I was having the time of my
you were
life.
like floating on clouds, and I was like, I'm finna die. Not
That,
not cardiovascularly or lung wise, just like my legs and ankles were beat up. Which that to me that just tells me I need to lose some weight.
well, I got Garmin up on my computer over here, so
Which I knew.
I want to see something. What did
So
your heart rate end up being?
for
Let's
that 10
see.
miler,
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
you gonna pull it up?
Yeah, I got it right here.
You got mine.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways,
Oh, I didn't
go.
even zoom out now.
It was like 146, I think, average. It was a good run.
Yeah, 146 average, 178. Like my max, I don't even know if it broke 160.
130. Oh,
But I was floating. It felt great.
so speaking of, I'm weighing 200 pounds. The reason I'm weighing 200 pounds is because I just did a strength cycle at the same time of at least starting the first 8 to 9 weeks. I think I'm on week 9. Uh, First 9 weeks of my marathon prep interweaved with my last 9 weeks of my strength cycle just because I took so long to get my strength cycle started. And at the same time, I wanted to bump my mileage up to I didn't want to go crazy. I haven't done really anything long. That 10-mile run was really the first like long run, but I wanted to keep my running at a place to where I just wanted my body to be able to run and squat at the same time instead of going straight from squatting to straight from running because I feel like it would affect me more if my body wasn't used to running. And I feel like my strength levels and weight would drop more if I just go from straight putting on mass and just squatting to dropping weight and running, which is one's building up and one's breaking you down. And I feel like I would have an adverse reaction and just like plummet, which another good thing about putting on the weight is I have a lot of room to lose, but Peyton doesn't have a lot of weight to lose. Almost all his weight's going to be muscle
I think
just because he's so lean.
I'm now floating at
2%,
180, and I'm a little upset.
1.8% body fat.
I'm gonna make a pizza when we get done here.
You going to eat it too?
Yep. I mean, I don't know about that. I might eat it.
So I've officially, just based on that run, that 10-mile run that was just suffering, and the marathons in like 12 weeks, just based on that and how my squats felt 2 days after that long run, I've decided I am going all in on running, and I'm going to max out my squat, maybe hit a PR. if I just tie my PR from last year, that's a win. But I'm feeling a lot more confident about my ability to maintain my strength at least a little bit. Last time, man, it was just all kinds of factors going into it, and I lost a lot of squat strength, which I really didn't want to do this time. That's why I've decided I wanted to push it right up before. Stupid or not, you know, within the same training block, hopefully I'm going to PR my marathon and my back squat.
No.
Not in the same day.
I've officially entered into my first 20-mile week.
I ran 20 miles last week.
I did 18.9.
Oh. This
I
week I'm probably going to do like 10.
I have, what is it? Crap, I just had it pulled up. I'm at 8.9 right now, and I have a 12-mile to do in a couple days. So,
well, it kind of sets me free to not have to worry about the strength as much. Like just put the running as the priority. Just because I won't be as worried about the running affecting it, so I can just do whatever and bump my mileage up a lot. Which I'm actually going to go into that later of how I'm going to get my mileage up. Which I was doing stuff and I'm like, man, we're gonna be running like 100-mile months if I do this. But
I'm really trying to think about how I want to do things, because I think once I get this Garmin challenge under my belt, because hopefully I get the W this month. I've worked hard
you
for it.
should, because I don't plan on catching up.
And hopefully Trevor doesn't do something freaking stupid and just
run a marathon
or two.
Yeah, he'd have to run like a marathon and a half.
But like,
man,
crazy, it's gonna be boring running 12 by myself, man.
Get hard.
I gotta find where to run it. Can I come?
Actually, yeah.
Can I park at your house and run it?
Yeah, just run 6 miles out and come back. It actually worked out perfect. Well, I was feeling like I ran over my mileage, my workouts twice last week. So I was supposed to do a 40-minute run. I did an hour. And then the very next day, I was supposed to do like an 8-miler, and I ran 10 with you. So I think I ended up hitting like, what did I say? I think 6 extra miles last week. So that's probably why I was feeling it on the squats, which I'm not quitting squatting. I think I'm just going to go. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fill it out.
I'm going to go into a maintenance.
I'm not going to cry about it.
Maintenance phase.
Yeah, maintaining it.
Dang, what was I about to say?
Well, anyways,
I had a thought.
I jumped my mileage so bad that I was like, bro, I gotta like deload this week, which actually works out better. That I can deload a couple of days, hit a huge squat, and then as soon as I PR my I'm saying PR, but I don't know if I will. I should, because I PR'd all my rep maxes. I'm gonna like just hammer the running for a couple of days. I'm actually going to do my 8-mile run this week, so you don't have to worry about me trying to do a 10.
I don't know. You were supposed to do a 40-minute run and do 20 extra minutes.
See, that's a lot different. When I'm running for time, I'm not looking at the mileage, and I feel like it's a lot easier because I can just cruise.
See, that's something I want to bring up later if I remember. But I've actually, as far as like my program goes, I think I know one, but maybe 2 or 3 runs is. I think it's been only one run where I didn't follow my program that I've made, and that was. So I've been like
the runs you didn't do.
I've been super strict to my runs as far as like when I actually do them.
That's so good.
And so I haven't cheated to get this mileage that I've gotten to finally win a Garmin challenge.
He's faithful, y'all.
I've been strict.
He ain't got lazy. That's why you get a goal and you chase it.
Dylan did give me an extra mile one day, or actually almost 2 miles, because
it's better to give than receive. So
I like food. I want someone to give me food.
See, I did 8 weeks of training, hammered the runs last week. All right, so this is week 9 for me. I did a 30-minute treadmill run, easy. Then I did 20 minutes of moderate the next day. So the rest of the week, I'm looking at a 30-minute run, a 45-minute run, and an 8-mile run. I count my times as just like 10-minute miles, which there never are. So it always ends up being less. So 15 and a half miles if I went at 10-minute pace, but it'll probably end up being like 13 miles, which I don't know where that'll
So
put me.
there's a lot of green in there, but that you
Dang,
can
bro, I
see.
put check marks on mine too.
Yeah, I was using the black one, but then I didn't have a black X for the ones I missed, so I just went to green. I wanted to be different from you.
Green's mean, bro. Oh, I forgot to put
But
one right here.
out of my 4.5, oh, I hear an echo.
It's you.
Out of
There we go.
my 4.5 weeks of running, I've only missed one run. It was a speed run last week.
Oh
But
yeah, I miss those all the time.
I'm
They suck.
I'm okay with missing a speed run as long as I'm hitting like my timed run and my long run each week, and either of my fast runs, whether it's my speed interval run or my like 3-miler, go hard or
But
go
don't forget
home.
about your tempo run and your trail run and your moderate run.
Bro, I need to hit a trail run.
Hit me up. I want to trail some runs.
Let's trail some
Bro,
run
how many
next
miles
week.
do you have in your shoes? I have almost 200 miles on my shoes. I didn't even realize I had that many on
I
there.
think I checked yesterday and it was like 174 or something.
Yeah, that's the same as me, I think.
175 now after today.
It depends what app I look at. One has more. So from here on, the next 4 weeks,
What's up with the hair, man? Like,
since I'm deprioritizing squats, which gives me a little more extra energy to put in my runs, I'm adding a run a week. So I'm going to be doing 5 days a week for the next 4 weeks. Hold up. Yeah. So actually including this week. So 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that's 5. So what I'm doing is just another short, easy run. Just to add a couple miles. We're going to see how that feels for a couple weeks. If it feels good, I'm going to add more.
so
Which is probably, we'll see how that goes. Probably not a good idea, but.
So I'm kind of where you're at, not strength wise since you're stronger than me now. But
What? Say that again.
Say what? I mean,
But
I did
you
deadlift
deadlifted 500
again.
495, I guess.
I did 495 and 500. I did
Oh.
495. I'm like, I want to do 5 plates, and then I was mad because I
You only
didn't
did
do
5
500.
plates.
I hate how close they are. Anyway,
They should make the
I
46-pound plates or something.
my squat started finally feeling better. I started really light, but they decided to pick a marathon that was way too close. So I'm gonna keep trying to do what I can on squats, but I'm gonna keep squatting like once a week. But I think the plan is, since my mileage is really starting to go up, as far as like, because I have a 12-mile run to do Friday night, so I will be, as far as strength wise goes, be putting focus into bench press and strict pull ups.
Upper body. Oh yeah, I'm still gonna be pushing the.
Yeah,
I'm gonna change my programming up on my bench. So just to update everybody, I joined the 300-pound bench club, also the 3-plate club. So 2 different clubs, But I'm a member of those clubs.
He arm squatted 315, which I mean it's different than a bench.
Hey,
so
look,
really
bro, I
count.
hit the pins, and like I was like, bro, I'm not missing this. Bro, did you see that?
It wouldn't be a Dylan arm squat if it wasn't for the pins.
Bro, you're not lying, bro. I cannot help but hit the pins now. I guess I don't know what it is. But anyways, I put on before I started this strength cycle, which I'm pretty sure I started the bench cycle the same time I did the squats. I was benching 275. That was my PR. So a couple weeks ago, I hit 290. And then I misgrooved it, I think, because I've only done like 3 workouts since then. And then I maxed out the other day because I was just like, I really don't feel like going 5 pounds under my PR for 5 reps when I could just max out. And then the back off work, which is 5 sets of 5, it was supposed to be like at 260 or 265. And I was like, I really don't want to do that. just because it sucks so much. It's basically like a freaking 5 rep max for 5 sets. Because it is. I mean, I've been PRing my 5 rep max on my 5x5 every week, technically. So I really didn't want to do that. And kind of, I don't know, if I'm going to start losing weight, it's going to hurt that because it was kind of a really hardcore bench program. It's 5 singles and then 5x5. So it's kind of an hour-long workout. But it was like intense and it was heavy. So I'm just going to back off and have a little fun with bench and probably follow the TTT progression if they have one. And just kind of what that's going to do is it's going to take the stress off of me worrying about the program and worrying about hitting certain things. I'm going to go in there and do the work. But it's just like a certain stress when you coach yourself and you have a certain expectation and standard versus, you're going in there and you have somebody telling you a program that's a lot easier because they're not trying to get you super strong, super quick. Because, like I've said before, blog programs are meant for the masses. Not everybody could get strong doing what I did. If Peyton was doing what I did, the program I was doing, but on separate days. And I'm sure it was hard. The ones you do is probably hard, wasn't it? You could, before I did this, I couldn't have imagined doing it on the same day. And I didn't even know if I'd be able to PR or get any stronger doing it, but I did it. And just probably the sheer fact of how hard it is probably pushed me to get stronger.
Let me see what
I don't know. Hard doesn't necessarily mean good, but anyways,
I did
I'm taking that mental stress
off.
I'm taking that mental stress off and gonna kind of go hands off on the upper body, but I'm gonna push it like you're doing because you could definitely get stronger on your upper body because I did last year while marathon training. I mean, as long as you're eating enough.
I just thought of something, man.
That's good. Good to
You
think.
were
Yeah, I was something.
You were supposed to do 501 at 270 the other day, right? Supposed to.
What's that?
On bench, you were supposed to do 5x1 at 270.
Yeah, that was like 5 weeks ago.
That was like 2.
I'm gonna look and see. Because I was supposed to do 285 this week, so that would put it at least 3 weeks ago.
260 this week.
There you go.
I'm getting up there, man.
Which I'm gonna keep my volume on my chest days. I'm just gonna have a little more fun. Got Peyton Franklin. Bro's in the gym. He came at least one day this week. That count, and he worked out with me, so he didn't talk the whole time. So that I actually count this as being in the gym. He got a gym membership of his own with his name on it. Shout out to Frankie. Bro, that's a massive burp. But he's in there, and he's gonna work out with me. So
I want to work out with you.
Come to the morning, bro. We're gonna get a freaking pump.
I'm quitting my job tonight.
Please do. It's gonna be a little funner. I don't know, man. It's something about taking that stress off of. Also, it's just the percentages I was hitting because I was hitting like PRs every week, so it was like 100+% on everything, and I'm like, that's stressful because I don't know if I'm even gonna get the first rep.
Well, technically, it's not 100% anymore.
Well, it's not no more.
Well, I mean, like even prior, because that wasn't your 100%.
Yeah, technically,
100%.
You never know.
It's relative, but it also grows constantly.
I don't think hardly anybody ever hits their 100.
I don't even know if my 500 was a max out yesterday.
It didn't look like it. Talking about I'm back, bro. You just ain't did it.
Bro, I left. I just walked out the wrong door. I went the other way.
You just ain't did it, bro. So
here we go, guys. This is me being strong.
Look how fast that went.
That looks so quick.
I always tell people, man, film yourself because you always think, man, it's moving like Christmas, but you watch the video and it's like a speed rep. I'm gonna see if I can show y'all this. This is 3:15, boys.
Hey, look, Jonathan's there.
Obviously. Hit the pins.
Hey, bro, did you go to the ER after that?
No, it was all right. I probably got like 325 in me.
Bro,
I'm
I'll
not
be
worried about it
wondering
right
if
now.
maybe this was my fastest 500 pull.
Bro, it's like look like a power clean. So
It's hard for me to
let's
find
go
on my
back
500.
and recap our camping trip. Did we tell everybody we were going camping?
Maybe.
I went camping for the first time, at least tent camping. I've done that RV stuff. And it was really fun, and we did some sleep stuffing.
This was 505 early last year.
It moved too, bro.
I've only
That's
hit
the
over 500 four
that's the
times
thing
now.
too, because you if you hit 505 like that, say your max is like 512, but you did 505, so you don't have the energy to do 512. So you never know.
This is my all time. No, I'll do it eventually. There we go. But like even that one, like it looked like it moved, but then 535, I couldn't get off the ground almost.
You start deadlifting heavy enough, you can only do those heavy lifts so often. So we went camping. It was a great time. Peyton Franklin. We had steaks on the fire. Peyton Franklin, he was gonna stay, was gonna bring his sleeping bag, but he decided he wasn't gonna stay, so he didn't have a sleeping bag. So the three of us shared 1.3 sleeping bags and two pillows. So I gave Frankie my blanket, and so he used that as a pillow. So we got like 3 hours of sleep combined. Me and Peyton Cook got up, and then after tossing and turning all night and freezing after sweating, we sweated
Well,
for the first hour and a half. Then we woke up shivering.
I
Well,
would
I
say
did,
like we went to sleep half naked, woke up freezing.
yeah. And then
Maybe I went to sleep half naked.
we
I don't know
got
about
up and
them.
started a fire. Well, I did too. And then Peyton Franklin like steals all of our sleeping bag and blankets and pillows and like snoozes for like 2 more hours. Bro, I was so exhausted that we cooked bacon on the fire, bro. If y'all have never done that,
Bro,
Chef Boyard cook.
that was some nice bacon. If
It's
y'all want to
something
know
about
just how
cooking over a fire, bro.
if you want to know just how bad that was, so on weekends I have to flip my schedule around. So I took Friday off from work and flipped my schedule for Saturday. Well, I woke up Saturday morning and went running with Dilly over here. Went camping, had 3 hours of sleep. So then I had to spend all day awake. I remember, dude, I was before I finished what I was talking about. I went to sleep. I was so daggone tired Sunday, right after church and stuff. Well, I was supposed to go eat with somebody. So I'm over here like asleep at my desk pretty much.
Somebody.
Yeah, I get a FaceTime call. So I answer it and they asked me a question and I thought I opened a Snapchat video. I was waiting for the video to end. They're like, "You there?"
You're just staring at them.
I was
Wow.
like, "You there?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, what?" Anyway, so 3 hours of sleep, right? Well, it said I clocked like 4 hours, but I was awake for like an hour and a half in that 4 hours. So it was like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep, really. So then I have to stay up as long as I could to be able to go to sleep and wake up in time for work the next day, but as close as I can to work. So I finally passed out at like 2 o'clock. I woke up at 11. I went back to sleep. That's how much sleep I got.
14 hours and 43 minutes.
That is the longest amount of sleep I've ever gotten. This, bro, I need to quit.
I was doing, that's rookie numbers, man. I was doing more than that when I was in high school. But I was also staying up 2-3 days too. So for funsies, not for work.
Bro, some days I just be like wanting to stay up.
Bro, I remember staying up, playing Call of Duty, going to make some coffee, eating some watermelon, and playing Call of Duty, and doing that for like 3 days straight. I was so good after 3 days, bro. Rest in peace.
So I got something I want to discuss. All right, so we're
That's too bad. We're not on a podcast.
we're getting a little over thigh deep in this marathon prep.
Now, what did you
We about waist
thigh deep?
deep. Yeah, we
Oh,
about waist deep.
you say we into it now. We
Yeah,
training.
we're getting in there. We're gonna be chest deep here in a few weeks. 20 milers in 8 weeks.
Don't say that.
2 months,
throw
man.
up.
20 mile. So let's kind of discuss what we got planned after we
the
nailed
thigh?
out this marathon prep, man. Because that's all we're doing
I'm
right now.
quitting.
We focusing on marathon. We're gonna do some upper body stuff. And
I don't know, bro.
we got some different plans. So I'll start after marathon prep. I'm gonna keep some mileage there. I'm gonna take like 2 or 3
Yeah,
weeks
yeah,
off
yeah.
of running. Like I'm not gonna run for like ever
I mean, that's
after
what
the
I've been
marathon.
doing.
But and then I'm gonna try to keep a solid like 10 miles a week going, just to
Yeah.
maintain some,
Runs.
be able to actually not die on runs. And I think I'm going to just hammer out strength till the end of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to worry about the open this coming up year.
Have you ever worried about it?
I have a couple of times,
Once?
but screw chalk fit and CrossFit. But
A tank fit.
I want to get big and strong. I'm tired of
Eat, bro. Eat.
Dylan done passed me. I feel like, if I just
Bro.
stop not eating.
I didn't think I'd ever be stronger than you.
Shut up.
But you're still deadlift more than me. I mean, I still haven't out squatted you. What's your PR squat?
440.
Oh my god.
441. You got to put on 30 pounds in this cycle that's now over after you squat.
Tomorrow, I gotta squat 440 tomorrow. I haven't done a heavy single. Like last time I did, like a year ago. Last time I did a proper strength cycle, and PR'd. I was doing heavy singles every 3 weeks. So I haven't done. I did 5 rep maxes for like weeks, and then I did 2 sets of 3 last week, and I'm supposed to do 2 sets of 3 this week, which I don't know what I'm gonna do.
How much more weight you got to get on clean to catch up?
Probably like 100 pounds. I haven't put a single pound on my cleans, but I did get pretty good on snatch. I got up to 200 on snatch earlier this year, but I haven't snatched. I feel like I haven't snatched in like weeks, bro. I was doing like 2 or 3 times a week, but whatever. We'll hammer that out after the marathon, I guess.
Bro, once I started this marathon prep, all my focus has transitioned into running, so I haven't even been hitting the strength like I should be. I hit 185 on strict press today. That's 5 pound under my all time PR.
To me, the problem with marathon training is just the huge time commitment.
I mean,
if you're not doing anything else, it's fine. But if you have gym goals, which most people that are smart will just quit their gym goals. But if you I can't, bro. I have a problem, bro. I just add stuff on. I can't take stuff out.
Like I'm legit gonna have to take days off of work to do like that 20-mile run and stuff.
You're not gonna be able to move. We did that 24-mile obstacle course trail run,
but
in a weekend.
I have to commit, like 2.5 hours Friday to I may tell my boss hey, I might be late to work.
If we do it right, the 20-miler will feel worse than the marathon itself. Just because we'll be.
I just got to do what we did Saturday twice. Tapered.
I think that wouldn't be bad. How long did it take us to run? 2 hours and 4 minutes. So
I did
4 hours and 8. 4:04 if you just doubled it, which you think you could do that, but after a certain distance, your energy levels just tank. Your body's like, I'm not moving anymore, which is why you have to build up. So that's why I wouldn't recommend jumping to a 20-miler just yet, 2 months probably be okay, especially if you train.
I mean, that's
Because
what
I
it
did,
is. It's
I
2 months
survived
from now.
the 18 miler / 20 miler last year. So, and I didn't ever run. So, and I survived the marathon barely. So
Well, that
maybe
was just off
what
of
happen if I trained
that
though?
was just off of pure grit, though. You were dead. You were just like, I'm gonna not declare myself dead until I'm done.
I don't declare death. Rub C.
I
Eh,
do not identify as dead.
Bro, I was like, they're gonna have to pick me up, bro. I cannot quit. I don't quit. I'm gonna finish, bro. Anyways, like forgot what I was gonna say, but it was gonna be good. Just know that. I
Bro,
had
the
something really
only
good to
time
say.
my heart rate hit 160 on that run was at the end when I was finishing off that last mile.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
keep
proud of
talking about
myself.
wanting to get good at running. So
What
this is my
is
chance to make a
getting good at
huge jump.
running?
This is my chance to make a huge faster, run longer. This is my chance to get better at running. So I think I could definitely do the marathon at 200 pounds while squatting, but I'm probably going to hit 6 hours again if I do that. So, which the 10-mile run really brought it real reality to me. So I'm like, okay. So let me think about it. Even if I did pace that out, that's 4 hours and 8 minutes for me, 20 miles, which would be my 10Ks an hour. So that's 5 hours. But I would probably not be able to run that fast. So it'd probably be like 5:20, 5:30 at the fastest today, like tomorrow, if I ran a marathon. I don't want that, bro. I'm thinking I'm basing my marathon goal based off my 10K and
Look,
half marathon.
I'm going into this marathon not worried about what my heart rate's gonna be. I worry
Well,
about my
duh,
heart.
you don't worry
Yeah,
about rates in a
yeah.
race.
I'm worried about like you got to let me finish first, doofus,
Why would I let you finish?
ginger.
I'm just gonna kick you off.
Uh,
You said what you needed to say.
yeah, because like my long runs, my long runs, I'm focusing on maintaining a low heart rate. So I'm running much slower than I'm gonna be running during the marathon. But you also got to think, this marathon, I'm not racing. I'm just running a race.
If you do your training right, even if you never run a marathon paced long run, you should be able to PR and go much faster because the long runs are just those are like workouts. They're helping your aerobic capacity, your like your heart rate, your blood
Your
oxygen.
endurance.
Yeah, your endurance, all that accompanies that, and your time on your feet, and then all the other stuff does that too. But you're just maxing it out in the long run. But once you taper and the energy of the day and all that, you're gonna be able to go faster on marathon day. It's gonna feel excellent for sure. Just about any race. That's for me anyway. I'm just better at racing than
I'll just be doing it.
you've never
I,
had a race you
I
had a
seem to be
potential
efficient though. I run 10Ks in 5 miles. So
or 7. Yeah, you still haven't ran that 10K officially, so I have to do it again next year. So after the marathon, I'm probably gonna go straight into a squat cycle. uh, and like I don't know, cause it just depends where I'm at. I think I might max out that week just to see where I'm at, and just for a video, just be like maxing out the week of a marathon. How much strength did I lose? And hopefully it's not like 100 pounds. So
you should max out like the day after the marathon.
yeah, it'd definitely be like 200 pounds.
But
But
my hands are ate up from pull-ups.
I'm I'm gonna go ahead. Last time I delayed just like straight up strength program. I was following a different program, and I really needed to do something a little more intense. So that's what I ended up doing, but it took me months to decide to do that. So I might incorporate the same thing I'm doing now again after the marathon and run that out. But also the open comes up quick, and I'm pretty sure I've already put myself out there to try to make an improvement for next year. But I don't know. I could always change that and just keep doing what I'm doing now because I kind of like what I'm doing now. CrossFit sucks,
That's
It
exactly,
hurts,
man.
and I'm not good at all those dang skills. You have
You
to
know what's better than
freaking do.
CrossFit? Carrying a cross. I didn't know how to say that.
CrossFit's last year,
Bro,
bro. We're
CrossFit,
hybrid athletes
it's
now,
better
bro.
to be strong enough to carry something that weighs as much as a cross.
Anybody at the CrossFit games is stronger than us.
Well, they're the elite. Have you ever met an elite?
No, not in person.
Exactly.
I'm,
It's
you
Hollywood.
you were
It's
creeping up
Hollywood.
on advanced, and then you were just like, nah, that's too much.
I can't make
weight
up
to
my
bear
mind, bro.
to to
What
carry.
I want to do. I want to be the skinny guy that squats a lot. I don't want to be skinny, but I want to be skinny. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're the best squatter I know in my group of people that I've actually seen squat.
You weren't there for my. Oh yeah, you were there for my 440. I don't even have it on video, so I don't even have proof that I hit it. I just hit it.
There's just a crazy day, bro. There was like 20 people in there.
Like I hit 430 with just me and Kobe in the gym, and that was just like a spontaneous. Ooh, I feel good. Let me go.
It's stupid, bro. And now what are you squatting? 315?
For some reps.
Oh my!
I can't do it for a set of 12 anymore, but
I know. Tell you what will hurt you, bro. Have you thinking, oh my knee, marathon prep, and running a marathon. You won't even feel till like 2 days later. You'll be like, I can't even walk.
I will say I haven't hurt any other than like during a run, my foot like might hurt or something, or like the day after a speed intervals, my calves will be like, "Hey, I'm sore."
Hurting. I don't like it.
Like I'm probably my legs are probably gonna feel it tomorrow.
Yeah, for your 2 minutes of running you did.
Bro, I ran for what, a minute 20 seconds. Yeah.
Called that a workout. Marathon training. You getting ready for that last 100 meters of the
Yeah.
race.
I'm gonna run for.
You're gonna
11
PR your mile on last mile.
Yeah, I gotta run 11-minute pace for 25 miles and then just blow out freaking 4-minute miler.
That would be phenomenal. Just see this guy. Where has this guy been?
What was my speed on that? I just looked at pace. I want to know what my fastest speed I ran, so I can put it into perspective.
Perspective.
I ran 19.3 miles an hour. Is that good?
That's great.
Is that fast?
I don't know. Bamboozling quandary it is. I'm a so yeah, I'm thinking 430, bro. That's my target. I'll be happy with that. I need to shoot for the moon, bro. All right, whatever I squat tomorrow, that's my marathon goal pace. I think I looked up what a 4-hour marathon pace was. It was like, nope, that's too fast, and then just added 30 minutes to it, which
I
is
hit like 9 something.
that's a minute a mile.
Pace calculator. Marathon. Well, let's say
I'm probably
we
gonna
ran.
focus more on speed work after the marathon and try to get that mile time down. APR on my 5K or something.
All right, look, if you ran 11-minute mile, you'd be 4 hours 48 minutes,
which is doable. You mean you got to think, man? We ran like what was our? It was 9-minute miles for the 10K. and we're gonna have a lot more preparation for this.
I didn't even prepare for the 10K.
Yeah, I know. So 9-minute miles for 10K. So you got 4 times that. So say you drop 30 seconds off per mile for 4. So 11 minutes, bro.
Let's say like you did 11:15. I'm trying to see what like the lowest pace you can get.
For a 5. Sub 5.
Yeah. All right. So 11. Let me try 11:27. It's gonna be 11:26. 11:26 is the slowest average.
Sub
pace you
5's
can
a
have.
dub. That's an hour. And I probably won't weigh more then. I keep wanting to say I weigh more. I think I was like my lightest then, but I don't remember. It might have been like 190. Let's see what I was weighing during my last Maranatha. How do I even?
I could have just done this the whole freaking time, man.
Yep.
All right. I think my goal pace is gonna be
1 minute miles.
4 minutes 34 seconds.
What's last year? 2022. 4:30 seconds. All right, so I was 184 pounds for the marathon last year. So I am 15 pounds up on that and trying to PR for an hour. So basically an impossible task. If I got down back to that, bro, which I'm yeah, it's gonna be solid. Let's show y'all. I mean, I took some progress pictures because I'm finna try to lose some weight. 12 weeks really isn't that long a time for me, but like, I don't know if y'all can see it. But I'm a little thick. Look at them quads, bro. I was looking at some pictures from like March, and I was like, bro, my legs are so small. I probably thought they were huge then, but
Your
man,
legs
they're
are
big
small.
now.
Have you seen my legs?
Oh yeah, not really. Look right past them. Look at back though. I feel like my back got a little bigger.
Bamboozling quandary.
I'm so white, bro. It blinds the camera. So I'm trying to lose. Might as well lose some weight so I can run this marathon, and then maybe get my squat back up without putting on too much weight. But it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't really care about my weight. I don't know. I care about it. It's just what you say when you're big that you don't care about it, or you're skinny. I feel like I put on a significant amount of muscle. I feel like being able to put 40 pounds on my bench. I don't even feel like I put any work in on my squats yet, and they're feeling a lot better. Like 3 months ago, I didn't think I could even squat 350. So there's that. Moral of the story: put in the work, guys. It'll all come out in the wash.
Don't wash it out, you
Look,
know.
here's the reason I think you need to pursue your strength goals before your marathon goals.
If
because
you even are dumb enough to have marathon goals.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us.
I mean,
Why I'm
because
running a
the older
marathon,
you
I don't
get,
know.
the older you get, the harder it is for you to put on the muscle and get stronger. And you could always lose muscle. I mean, at any age. So, which is lose weight, which is. Have you ever seen a professional marathon runner? No, because you can't see them; they're too skinny. So, what I'm trying to say is, you could start marathon running at 40 and be a beast by 45. If if you have legit strength goals, start now, because there is a curve, and if you wait, you might miss it.
Hey,
you could
I
always
have a
get
plan.
stronger than you are, but your potential is. I mean, I wish I would have started lifting weights when I was in high school, because that's when you're just like, you look at a weight and you get stronger.
I'm gonna present to you an idea.
Well, here we are, podcast. Put the work.
So I was
Yeah.
confronted at the gym yesterday.
Oh my God.
I'm leaving, or I'm about to go take a little urination, and before my 50-minute run, and this guy that I ran the Spartan Beast with comes in the gym. Like, hey man,
Wasn't me, was it?
yeah, hey, if you want to next year, man, we can train together for the ultra. That's my idea for you, man.
Oh, that's who did that.
Yeah, next year we do an ultra,
The Spartan Ultra
Spartan Ultra.
trail run obstacle
It's
course.
gonna take about 10 hours probably.
How long is an ultra?
50K, so 32 miles.
Okay. Well, I'm wanting to do like a 50-mile trail run.
I mean,
What did I just say? Don't put that on record. But yeah, I mean, we could
mark
probably
the
do
clip,
it.
mark the clip. Hold on.
Getting into this running's fun, man. I feel like it's more accessible, and there's more people to like. There's more destinations. Like there's a 5K in almost every town. There's not a CrossFit competition that I know of anywhere local to us, but there's a 5K. I mean, you have like two 5Ks and a 10-mile race here in our town, and then Double Decker in Oxford. Tupelo's got a marathon, which
I feel
is
like that'd be boring.
yeah. I mean, but they still got one, and like every town, like every town around here does a 5K. None of them. I mean,
Man, they got a 5K coming up.
it'd be cool if they had CrossFit competitions, but they don't.
Yeah, because bro, I might actually win one around here.
I feel like people like
I'm
that's the
just
thing
kidding. I
about running
freaking
too.
suck.
It's because I don't know. I feel like running is when there's weightlifting involved, it's about the weight. Like that's the impressive part. When if you get to running, it's like the impressive part is, you got the one part of running where the faster you get,
The
you
more
got the
impressive you
sprinters,
are.
the more impressive you are. But you also have the people that, well,
Hey, you
I
ran
can't get any
30
faster, so I'm
miles?
just gonna run for 3 days straight. And that's to me that's more of an effort of sheer willpower and grit than it is like natural born talent, which is what intrigues me about CrossFit because for the longest time it was really about who's more willing to suffer and is able to recover more. And now it's more into the elite athlete type stuff, but it's I feel like, the stuff that's more about suffering and you're just sheer willpower and grit and your willingness to like hurt and keep going. To me, that's what attracts me because I don't feel like I'm the most talented person that could just walk in there and win an event just because I was born that way. But I don't know. Like Murph, man, it's impressive if you just do Murph. That's like you post it. I did Murph. Like if you actually did Murph, not like if
Not
you,
like Frankie.
yeah, like made something up. But
Y'all do this
you actually
workout.
did it. That's impressive because Murph freaking hurts no matter how fast you do it. And the thing about those type workouts is the fitter you are, the more experienced you are, the more it hurts. Even though you took half the time, you still hurt. It probably hurt worse because you went faster. But like, there's some stuff like
Hey, I have an
it's
idea.
impressive seeing people bench 800 pounds, but like I don't like nobody I know is getting anywhere close to that. Even if they just you cannot sheer will, a PR by 100 pounds on the bench press.
Okay, I just screwed up, Dylan.
What'd you do?
I have a real idea now. So we're like I said, we're waist deep in marathon
Oh
training.
my
So this is
god.
gonna help. Okay,
No.
Brandon, Mississippi,
No.
on August 26th. So 1 month from today.
There's some date that I know that's I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Death by
That's
5K.
August 26th. I got something that day.
Yeah, death by 5K.
What is that?
You run a 5K every 2.5 hours for 24 hours.
How many is that in a day?
10.
30 miles?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Okay,
And
never mind.
derail my whole training.
So that'll be a hefty month.
That's a month away. I'm not
Okay,
worried
yeah.
about just getting mileage, bro. I won't be able to run for 2 weeks after.
All right,
Let's
we
see
can
what
go
it
back to
said.
whatever you were talking about. I was busy looking up
Won't count.
races.
I have a
But-
15-mile run that week.
I mean, that's close enough. You'll get your 15 in.
Yeah. I don't know. Ask me in about 3 weeks when I've been running every day.
All right, we can go back to what we were saying.
I don't know what I was saying. I'm just saying, like, the sheer willpower aspect. I feel like that attracts more people because it's not about your natural talents and genetics. It's more about up here.
How
And
bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it? And
Get hard.
it's more approachable, I feel like. Even though it sucks and it's hard and it makes you feel like more impressive, I guess. I don't know. Like, I did a marathon, man. You tell a lot of people that, and they're like so impressed with you, but at the same time, you tell them, oh, it was 6 hours. If they know anything about the marathon, they're not that impressed. Well, they're impressed, but they're like, yeah, man, you did it. Good job. But at the same time, it's a slow time, man. And there's a dude out there doing 2-hour marathons.
I got to take a second.
You leaving, bro? I don't know. What do y'all think out there if you're listening? What? I'm trying to think of the word. What interests you more? Or feels more easily accessible? Lifting weights, like weightlifting, powerlifting, like where it's like a competition, or running. Obviously, running doesn't require a gym membership. It's super accessible. There's lots of gyms everywhere, so it's pretty accessible for most people. You know, for $40 a month, you could basically get a gym that has anything you need. But running, you don't have to pay anything. I mean, you have to have a good pair of shoes.
I just really had to pee.
But I mean, there's a cost to anything you get into. I'm just trying to figure out what is more attractive to people. Running. I don't know. The influencers out there, man, they've moved more into like hybrid athletes instead of just CrossFit because it's sexy. I feel like most people can relate to somebody that's running. But not everybody can relate to somebody doing kipping muscle ups.
No, you're going to have to introduce this topic a little differently. I'm lost.
What's more relatable? Watching somebody do CrossFit or watching somebody run a 50-mile trail run? Like,
they're both kind of boring.
Well, it depends on the video.
At least watching it.
What's more relatable is what I asked. You didn't watch the 50-mile trail run I watched.
It depends on the person.
Obviously, you're not going to watch the whole trail run. It's a 10-minute video. No, it is not. I said, what's more relatable?
It depends.
Obviously, it's the run.
I mean,
You're thinking too deep into it. Why don't you leave again and come back?
Not if somebody doesn't like running and they really like CrossFit. The CrossFit's more relatable.
Yeah, for somebody that does CrossFit, but I'm talking about in the popular opinion, in the multiverse.
Why is it just between running and CrossFit now?
On the social medias, what hybrid athletes running and lifting weights, like bodybuilding and running, has become, that is That's what at least starting this year. Like it's been building up, but this year that's like the trend is hybrid is what they're naming it. Hybrid athletes, running and weightlifting. And it's more relatable to me than seeing somebody because most people at the gym, they're just lifting weights, doing bodybuilding. So obviously you can relate to that. And I feel like most people that pursue fitness are just running. Like that's something a lot of like most people do. They're not out there. Most people have never gotten on a rowing machine or an assault bike. That are most people that are doing fitness. If they're doing cardio, they're running. What do you do when you're in high school for cardio? You run. You run the bases, or you
You
run
play video games.
you do a mile for time, or you run the track. You do suicides, which is a lot easier because all you have
I'm
to do is
glad
go
you
down
added
and
an
back.
S on the end of that. I got worried for a second.
I mean, it's a lot. It's more accessible, especially when you have a whole team of dudes out there. I mean, you're not gonna have 50 assault bikes, but 50 kids can run down and back to the football field.
If it's big enough.
But running as a sport's way bigger than CrossFit. I don't even know
Well, I mean, that's duh.
why I got on this tangent. It's easier to me. It's easier because there's less skills. It's less intense. It's so
Why are you
much
even on
easier.
this? That's like
I'm
nobody's
just
arguing
trying to
with you
say,
now.
I'm arguing with myself, bro.
That's like if
It's
you would have.
easier to go on an easy run and go in there and get a pump than it is for me to go in there and do Murph. The same exercises, bro.
Well, yeah, bro. You're just
Exactly.
arguing. You're arguing with yourself. You just like.
I'm
you,
just telling y'all where I'm at mentally right now, why I'm not doing CrossFit. Which I
like,
probably. We're trying to figure out what I'm going to do after, if I'm
The
going to do the open or not.
the benefits from CrossFit are the same benefits from just hybrid athlete training.
It depends what you do.
Because like
You're going to get the intensity with
as an
CrossFit.
overall outlook of CrossFit, it's just high intensity. I mean, it's literally just high intensity training. But now the only high intensity part of your most of your hybrid athlete is just going to be your running. But
it doesn't have to be high intensity.
I'm saying if you get high intensity, it's going to be from your running, unless you're just going absolutely ham on the dumbbell flies or something.
Yeah, it's probably going to be more intense in the gym from an energy system standpoint, but it's not going to be like that medium range 10-minute time domain type stuff. It's going to be like 10-second set versus hour long run. But you can get that from CrossFit too, but not from like main site or mainstream.
I did not enjoy this trip into your head. That was weird.
Well, you left in the middle of it.
That was like,
and came back like you didn't remember, because it took me the whole time you were gone just to formulate a word that I was trying to say.
That was like all like we know. Because most people aren't going to be attracted to CrossFit, right?
This is what I'm saying, like where I'm going to go after, because I like what I'm doing right now, running and like getting strong.
So you got to think of it like this,
I'm really
right?
which is why I wanted to do CrossFit in the first place, so I could run fast and squat heavy. But here I am running fast and squatting heavy without doing CrossFit. So do I even need CrossFit anymore?
Look, think of it like this. Do you want to do CrossFit enough just so you can like, I want to place bet on the open and never touch it again? Is your goal in CrossFit bigger than your goals outside of CrossFit?
I don't even know. I accomplished my goals for the
year.
Like,
do you even have a goal big enough to worry? Because I don't care about the open anymore. I'll do CrossFit, if I feel like it, but my goals exceed the limitations of just what my CrossFit goal would be. I have strength goals and running goals and all this fun
You're
goals.
more
and-
likely to be better at. Let me just say this: you're more likely to bench 315 and
than
run
I
a
am to hit quarterfinals.
3.5 hour marathon. Yeah, I mean, just wait. Well, if you train for it, you could
see,
do anything.
I don't
I'm
like.
gonna retract my statement that I was gonna say.
It's like I
'cause
don't like
I taught
CrossFit
myself about it.
enough to put my focus in the CrossFit after marathon prep just to be like, oh, I want to place better in the open. Because my goal isn't to hit the CrossFit games, you know. So like, I mean, outside of that, you know, what's the point? Because I'm perfectly fine doing with what I'm
What
doing.
do you think you should run a marathon if you're not gonna win? If you're not gonna qualify for Boston?
Who needs to qualify for Boston? Everybody has different goals. My goal is to complete the
Exactly.
marathon.
So you don't have to do the open and just because you want to go to the CrossFit games.
Well, why would I do the open to begin with?
For fun.
My only goal would be like, oh, to hit quarterfinals. And then
Why would
like
you run a
I hit
marathon at all?
quarterfinals and then be like, oh, well, it's not for fun.
I like it. It's
Running's
fun.
not fun.
Oh yeah.
It's a weird topic. Running, like I love running, but man, I freaking hate running.
Yeah. I'm hoping we get done with this. I love running. Good luck. Last marathon prep, I got
Right.
to the 20-mile run. It was like, I'm never running anything over a half marathon again. And here we are. Marathon prep. Dang.
Got a half marathon next week, man. Come join me for it.
We'll see. Ask me the day of. That's when I answer. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing after. My original plan is to prep for the open, but I really want to get my strength back. But if I'm gonna, I don't really want to lose my strength. But marathon, man, it's hard.
You have to make sacrifices, and unless you just want to absolutely spend 8 hours a day in the gym and consume 7,000 calories every day, you're gonna lose some strength.
Sounds good to me. Actually, with strength is there's a limit to that. You can't just stay in the gym all day. You're gonna be working the opposite.
No,
You'll
what
be
I
doing
mean, what I
endurance.
mean is like, your 20-mile runs, and then you're like, okay, now I got to go work out again.
Yeah,
Like
that ain't happening. I've
so,
officially. It took me a couple weeks, but I've officially just long run day is just long run day. If I have time to do some pull ups, I'll do some pull ups. Get hard.
oh, I've done 150 pull-ups the past couple days. Might do. No, I can't do any tomorrow, but
Why not? You finna pull up?
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I think I'm doing something.
Podcast day.
But
Well, did we get anything? Did we even touch on the marathon, bro? What's
Wait.
your goal? Just to finish it? Are you just saying that so you don't have a goal and
my
you don't
goal
fail it?
is 4:30.
4:30? We put it out there. I remember last year Trevor had a goal of sub 4, I think, and every time we would get together and run, it got more realistic that we were getting nowhere near that.
I think if I can, because it's gonna be a cooler run.
What's the 4:30 pace, bro?
11? No, 10:50. Crap! I got rid of my calendar calculator. Forgot to type in calculator.
We could definitely. I'm gonna write out a plan for whatever you say that goal is, and make it. And be like, all right, I can run 4 miles this time. Take this much break. Do it again.
10:17.
10:17. I'm writing it down. That's my goal pace. That's for 10:30.
No, 4:30.
What am I even talking about? 4:30 pace. So you probably want to go 10:15. All right, where am I at? 4:30 pace.
Basically, just have to
It's
prepare for it to
10,
suck because
17.
running 10:15 for 26.2 miles is
Run.
definitely gonna not feel good.
Can you run a 40-minute 4-miler? And then take a 1-minute break. And then repeat that 3 more times. So you're going to do that 4 times. And that'll get you at 20, wait, 4 miles times 6 times. That'll get you at uh 24 miles. And then you got 2 miles to the finish. And that will be a 2 miles, 2.2 miles maths. And you could run that in 16 minutes. So that'll get you 41 times 6, which would be 246 minutes. And then you get 16 minutes to finish, and that's 262 minutes, which would be 10-minute miles.
Oh my gosh, dude. Your video got 244
Bro.
views.
Bro, my biggest video all year. All you had to do was say the bloop bloop pew pew word.
Bro, I was going to your page to share the Game Warden podcast, and I saw that, and they were wanting me to go look.
Bro. Keyword, bro. Just got to put the keyword in there. AR-15. And you get views, bro. We should have named our podcast the AR-15 podcast. So I did a video about my first AR-15. Got 240 something views so far in the first couple of days. And it's just hilarious. But your 40 views is a good video for me. So I mean, I'm not Mr. Beast. Bless me. I think that's a wrap today, bro. Well, unless you want to talk about something else. I'm gonna make a pace.
Let me share this post or this.
You think
link.
You could run an hour? You'd feel pretty good running an hour 10K. I had to break it up in my head, because I know how I felt doing a 54-minute 10K. I think I could run an hour 10K and be okay. But if you do an hour 10K, that gives you a minute and a half break before you have to keep going. Because you have 15 seconds per mile if you go at a 10-minute pace to spare if you want to hit sub 430. You could actually get you a pacing thing. There's a thing in the Garmin app that it's a pace pro strategy or whatever. You could set it up to give you the paces, and you could put it on your watch as a workout. And the race day comes, you can hit it. My watch doesn't support that. I can do it on the app and set it up, but it won't go to my watch. So what do most people do? They do negative splits. So they start out really slow and then go faster.
I don't even know. I'm hoping
I think we could hit top around 4.
I'm hoping by the 20 miler. I'm hoping I can practice my plan on the 20
miler will be a good test.
Just, of course, run it slower, but test out what my plan is going to be, make a plan or something.
20 miles is going to be the test, bro. Because then you have deload and then you're ready to roll. So you could push the 20 miler. Of course, you won't have as much energy because you won't be tapered. Oh,
I'm beat up, man.
Beat up, bro. I did like 20 GHDs the other day, and bro, I'm still sore.
Deadlifted 500 yesterday. Did 100 pull-ups after it.
Carry the boats.
Almost tied my PR for strict press today. Decided not to. Just hit 185 and did 50 more pull-ups, and then some quick intervals.
I need to do a lot of pull-ups too, because
I think my warm-up run was almost longer than my interval runs.
I just want to lift heavy weights and have some fun workouts here and there and run
Oh, shit.
fast and long. What attracts me to that 50-mile trail run is just the views, bro. Look up Jeremy Miller, and it's gonna be like the last race he ran. It's like a 12-minute video, and it's like beautiful, bro. It's like a hike. I think you'd go there to camp. I think getting into camp and stuff too is inspiring. How are we gonna like camp at the next Spartan we do, and then like
What's our camp for next month?
I don't know yet.
It's probably gonna like actually be hot next month.
Man,
But maybe not. Maybe it starts cooling down towards
If it gets
September.
any hotter than it has been, bro,
We had to skip a month.
we're gonna have to sleep in the river or something. Get some fishing nets. We'll sleep in fishing nets
in like in the river.
in the
So, like,
river,
underwater.
head above water.
I'm about to
So you
say
can breathe.
like we might get tangled in the nets and we won't
Rest
make
in
it out.
peace. Yeah, bro. I know what I gotta do now. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it yet. 450-pound squat. Look, if I squat 450, I'll shoot for a 450 marathon. I'm gonna be lucky to hit 400, bro. It's gonna feel so heavy. I just gotta get up. I need Jonathan there. Where's he at?
At church.
They haven't heard it. I don't know if we said it when he was on here, but it's like almost every time I PR, Jonathan's spotting me or just watching in the gym. I think I PR'd twice, and it was both on deadlift without him. But other than that, all my bench PRs have been him, except that you did 290. You were spotting, but my real PR 315, he was spotting. Kane was talking trash, bro, because he's scared I'm gonna catch up to him.
And then he's like, "Oh wait, he's in marathon prep. I ain't got to worry about that."
Man, it keeps you fresh if you just do something different every 3 months.
I'm just gonna not run the marathon. I'll just go up for emotional support and for vacay.
Whatever. Well, everybody, it's been a heck of a good time, man. I'm telling y'all what, it's been so good. I can't even think about how good it was. Y'all put the work in. Get after it. Say the words of wisdom. Peyton, speak
Get
to
hard.
the people.
Get
Speak
hard.
to the people.
Get hard. Stay hard. You ain't got to get hard. Wait.
If you stay hard, you ain't got to get hard.
But get hard so you can stay hard.
Get harder than you already are. So y'all get out there. Y'all get after it. I'm sick of you sitting at the house, laying down on your lazy butts. Look.
And what was the lesson that you learned today? Tell them.
Oh. That's private. All right. Anyways, guys, we appreciate y'all staying tuned.
Don't carry your pee-pee when you poo-poo.
Yeah, that's basically it. Or you can carry it. Just be careful. So, y'all, go hit up Grateful Apparel. Link in the description. Use my code. Y'all go follow Peyton. He's going to post some skinny pictures on Instagram.
I'll be posting once a week now for marathon so I can see how I can degrade myself every week.
Look, stay tuned. We got videos on videos in the vault, unedited, untouched, some not even out of the camera. And look, I may or may not post them in the next week. You don't know when I'm posting them. It doesn't matter. Just go watch them when they
Just
go on.
Whenever you put them up, just put AR-15 in the title.
It's going to be AR-15 bench press total maximum solution. Look, here's the thing about it. If you bout it, you bout it. You know what I'm saying? Don't doubt it. Look, I don't even know what I was going to say. Look, it don't even matter if I say something. You got to go out there and do the work. You got to do the work, bro. Okay?
Yes,
Look,
sir.
we're gonna drop these videos right here every Monday. We're trying to put out shorts throughout the week. Like and comment, share them heifers. Share them.
Fit Aid and Cellucor, if y'all would like, we will take sponsors.
We will accept sponsorships. We got 50,000 seconds of footage. So look, go ahead every Monday, tune in, hit the bell, go to my channel, Dill the Young, hit the bell, and you'll know when I upload. It's not gonna be consistent.
I already know when you upload because you send the link out to 3
I'm gonna
different
post
groups
2
that I'm
times
in.
a week. Some weeks I'm gonna post 1. And we're gonna have shorts on the Put Work In podcast, and they're gonna be funny or they're gonna be inspirational or educational. Look, go get after it,
Get
and we'll
hard.
see y'all next time. Get hard, stay hard, heifer.